They'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The numbers for Sermon in last week's game: 18 carries, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, 2.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the... And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. Sermon with space, a 1st down, and then... Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. To throw, it's Lance. Rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. These two teams all tied after 1. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown! A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually...
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance looking deep downfield. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And man, Lance now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
This is Sermon dancing away at the 35. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Lance, a give now to Sermon. Oh, look at the juke. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They give to Sermon out of the gun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Lance going to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff. Sermon. And he's brought down. 104 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll run with Sermon. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Trey Sermon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. Lance now on 1st down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Lance looking to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, Sermon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And Lance now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Sermon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd down, here's Sermon.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the 49ers,
Back
back now on OT with KC. I'm your host, Kevin Connors, and I will tell you, I am nothing if not a man of my word. My great listeners wanted this interview for a long time now, and your boy is here to deliver. He was a star at Florida. He's now the face of the franchise with the 49ers. And yes, he's finally on our show. My man, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me, Kevin. I'm sorry it's taken so long to make it happen.
Hey, look, no apology needed. Your life has been a whirlwind since the day you were drafted. I got to imagine it's been nonstop.
Yeah, it's been hectic, but it's also been pretty amazing. I mean, I love what it means to be a pro in this league.
Yeah, and being a pro also means getting to be in Madden. I mean, you go from playing the game to being in it.
well, yeah, but they got to get my ratings up. I know every player says that, but I'm serious.
Yeah, you and every other dude in the league, you know. But I will tell you, I happen to know a few guys on the Madden team. So you play your cards right. Maybe old KC puts in a good word for you, all right?
Yeah, you got to do that. Because I am not sure they've been watching my games close enough, Kev.
Look, I can assure you I've been watching your games. And, you know, there's one in particular I'd love to ask you about. Let's go back to earlier this season.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
first carry now for Trey Sermon.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
On the counter, Sermon.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Lance.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
From the gun, it's Lance. This to the outside, it's Sermon.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate if you're going to throw the
touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 40.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lance.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Working from the gun. Lance.
He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here's Sermon.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Now a play fake. Lance. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
To throw on 2nd and 10,
Lance.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
throwing on first down is Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And with that completion, he's in the first half. Boy. Tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan come down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers.
Trey Sermon.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk.
On first down, Lance.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On second down, it's Sermon.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lance completes it to Samuel.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Sermon.
Dances by him and shutting him off now open field. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Lance, his throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown. Charlie Warner, his 2nd touchdown. On 1st and 10, Lance, that's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
They run. Here's Sermon. Sermon with space, a 1st down and then some.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Open man is Samuel, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw again. They set up the screen for Sermon. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Now a run with Sermon, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Niners on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's the tight end. This is Landry. And he is going to have a Niners first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Finding some room at midfield. Escapes the defender. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th. Throwing on 1st down. Lance connects with Kittle underneath. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. There he goes, right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Lance. And shedding through the tackle. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This one caught by Kittle.
Shoves him away. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco,
You know, all the way back in September, we began the regular season.